I have been very privileged to have been born and raised in the state of Connecticut in the United States of America, but I know just as well that I could have been born in Guanacaste, Costa Rica, or Porto Velho, Brazil, or the drug-ridden nation of Venezuela, or in Uganda, where 78% of the population is below the age of 30. Or in Timbuktu, Mali, a country laden with war. Or in Kenya, where government corruption reigns supreme. Or in Riga, Latvia. Or in Kabul, Afghanistan. Or in Benghazi, Libya. Or in the country of Malawi, ridden with disease. Or in the country of Laos. Or even in Hagatna, Guam.
Hey guys, how you doing today? I just showed that graphic to try and prove a point that although you might have been born in one of the richest countries in the world, you could have been born in an impoverished nation ridden by crime, disease, corrupt government, any one of those conditions that affects the people which live in that nation so very deeply. So I'll be the first one to tell you that I won the cosmic lottery. I have been born into a privileged situation, a situation out of my control, but a situation that gives me an opportunity to succeed statistically to a degree that is higher than someone born into an impoverished nation. My sociology teacher implanted this idea of the cosmic lottery inside of my head at the start of the year. I go to a private school in Connecticut called Fairfield Prep, and I just recently graduated, but at the start of the year my teacher said, you guys have all won the cosmic lottery. You have been born into a family that is able to afford a Catholic private school. You are young men in a society where things are a little bit easier for men. With all that privilege comes a lot of pressure to succeed, and although I'm extremely happy that I was born into the circumstance that has given me a better chance to succeed, I mean, it puts pressure on me. And right now, I'm going to tell all of you that you guys are also winners of the cosmic lottery. Because if you're watching this video on the internet right now, then you are part of a privileged few. Only less than 1/3 of the whole world has access to the internet. If you live in the United States of America, then you are also a winner of the cosmic lottery. If you were born in the United States, you are one of a privileged few because there are 196 countries in the world. And being born in the United States doesn't happen to everyone. There are over 7 billion people in the world, 336 million that live in the United States. If you do the statistics, that's less than 5% of the world is born to the United States of America. In the United States, we have benefits including everyone has the chance of receiving education until high school. In the United States, we also have a very high minimum wage. The federal minimum wage is over $6 an hour, and in other countries, the minimum wage is so much less because some people in other countries, they work 12 hours a day making less than $10 for that entire day. How are they supposed to survive on that type of money? And the United States exploits these countries. We outsource to China. Almost 1/2 of the world, 1 out of every 2 people, 4 people in your family, you, your sister, your mom and dad. So you take that, you say, boom, boom, boom. 1/2 of the world lives on less than $2.50 a day. That is absolutely astonishing. Me, I will go out and I will spend $10 on lunch. And that's insane because that $2.50, you times it by 4, and that's 4 people. That's how much they live on. Everything. Their food, their clothing, their health. Me spending $10 on lunch, it makes me guilty, man. It's like, that could be going to help save someone. Now, 80% of humanity lives on less than $10 a day. And I can just about guarantee you that if you're watching this video on the internet using a computer, you probably live on at least $10 a day. This is not intended to make you feel guilty. It's intended to show you that you have the resources, you have the power to go out there, to succeed, to help people who are born into situations where they live on less than $1 a day. You can help these people. You can give them education, give them the chance to grow, broaden their horizons. This video is not intended to make you feel guilty, where you can help change the world. You can watch this video. You have access to the internet. The internet today, revolution is going on everywhere. The key to success is not monetary. The key to success is driven inside you, and that drive comes from education, it comes from parents, it comes from mentors, teachers, coaches, everyone who gives you that passion, that inspiration to succeed. And with the internet, you can get educated on your own. That is one thing you can do. If you don't have access to education, you can educate yourself using Wikipedia, using Khan Academy, watching YouTube videos, by reading articles, by searching different intellectual topics such as poetry, mathematics, arithmetic, history, science. You can do this all online, and that's one of the powers of this new global world. It's not even about the financial success and the economic success of a nation, of a person, of a country. It's more about the intellectual success and the moral success. And those two things come through reading books. By reading the history of time and how human evolution has taken us to new heights, through Mahatma Gandhi and the movement in India, to Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and the civil rights movements in the United States. And if you read the history books, you can really learn how things work out. I used to hate history, but this year when I learned about North Korea and South Korea, and how after the Korean War the United States took over the southern half of Korea and Russia took over the northern half of Korea, and to this day democracy in the southern half has succeeded. It's just one of the examples of what I learned this year, and how much learning history and taking hold of all of that can really change one's life. It can really make you want to make a difference. And I know for sure that I'm going to be headed to different countries after college, probably even during college, because I really want to experience the world and make a difference abroad. Right now we live in the 21st century. At the start of the century, over 1 billion people, 1 billion people, that's 1,000 million people, could not read or sign their name. 1 in 7 people could not read or sign their name. That really baffles me. It's like everyone has the capability of doing both those things. But in a world where oppression, we live in a world where sometimes corrupt governments oppress the people. Sometimes people don't get the opportunity because the wealthy oppress the poor. And it really makes me upset, because those 1 billion people should be able to write their names and read. And with reading and writing, it can really up a whole new world of opportunities for those people. It makes me sad because those people who can't read or write sometimes are told what to do. They're sometimes forced into their situations, just like in India where there's a caste system. These people are told, some of the bottom level people in India who just sweep the streets are told, this is your calling in life, this is what God wants you to do, and He will reward you in the next life if you do this well. But those people don't realize that they're just being fed that because the people on the top are oppressing them and are making them do this menial labor because they're exploiting them for their own personal benefit. And right now, I'm trying to make this aware to you guys because I want you guys to help the world, because I'm trying to help the world. I'm trying to change the world the best I can. And I know it might just be a little bit. Sometimes we feel like we can't make a difference, but if we truly look inside our hearts, if we truly are activists in the world, we can help the world make a difference.